Does anyone know what autism is or know anyone with autism? We cross people every day without even knowing they have autism and usually wonder what is wrong with them. I'm sure everyone has heard of autism before but didn't know what the symptoms were or how it was caused. So after researching this topic thoroughly, I would like to explain to you what autism is, how to diagnose autism, and the treatment for autism. Autism and ASD can be associated with intellectual disability, difficulty in motor skills, coordination, attention, and physical health issues. For example, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention identified around 1 in 110 American children are diagnosed with autism each year. Symptoms of autism are to be seen around 2 and 3 years of age. Also, the U.S. Center for Disease Control states that autism is 3 to 4 times more common among boys than girls, and that 1 out of 70 boys are diagnosed with autism in the United States. Many people want to know how autism is caused, but autism is not created by one certain thing. It is caused by a combination of autism risk, genes, and environmental factors influencing early brain development. Evidence has shown that risk factors involve events before and during birth. These include parental age at the time of childbirth, and illness during pregnancy, and certain difficulties during birth, also involving oxygen to the baby's brain. Now that we know what autism is, we will now discuss how to diagnose autism. When you come across an autistic person or child, you may see how different they are. The guardians of an autistic child are normally the first who notices that something is different about their child's behavior. Once a guardian notices something different or usual, they should take the child to a local doctor. Here's a story about 2 parents discovered that their child has autism. Doug and Heidi Shear did notice something different about their child, Gannon's behavior. Heidi, Gannon's mother, noticed that Gannon stopped responding when they spoke to him. Gannon's speech was not progressing even though he had words. He could not form a sentence or converse with his parents, Heidi and Doug. Gannon spent more time by himself and did not interact with other children and did not give good eye contact. After taking their child to the local pediatrician, he was diagnosed with ASD at age 4. A child from birth to 3 years of age should be screened for development improvement every routine visit to their doctor. A typical evaluation involves a team of doctors or pediatricians, psychologists, speech and language pathologists, and occupational therapists. These tests help parents understand as much as possible about their child's strengths and needs. Now that we know what autism is diagnosed, it is time to learn about the treatments. Although a child who is diagnosed with autism can go through treatment so their development skills will progress, there are many types of treatments autistic children can go through: occupational therapy, everyday life skills, speech therapy, language and communication, and motor skills. Therapy can help them learn more in school and how to function in everyday life. When autistic children go through therapy, their parents learn more about autism in their child. According to helpguide.org, here are a couple of ways that parents can help their child at home with autism. Be consistent. Children with autism have a hard time adapting what they've learned in one setting, such as therapist, office, or school, to others, including the home. For example, your child may use sign language or at school to communicate, but never think to do so at home. Creating consistency in your child's environment is the best way to reinforce learning. Another way is to stick to a schedule. Children with autism tend to discipline. They have a highly structured schedule or routine. Reward good behavior. Positive reinforcement can go a long way with a child, with children with autism, so make an effort to catch them doing something good and praise them for it. Create a good home safety zone. Carve out a private space in your home where your child can relax, feel secure, and be safe. This will involve organizing and setting boundaries for your child so that they will know the boundaries and stay in a safe zone. Autistic children are different but very unique in their own way. We all need to be aware of autistic children and make others aware that they have feelings just like everyone else. Now we have a basic understanding about autism, how it is diagnosed, and treatment. In closing, I have talked about autism and autism spectrum disorder. I told you what autism is, how it is diagnosed, and the treatment. In closing, I talked about autism. I hope you have learned more about autism today. If God had warned me otherwise, he would pray me otherwise. A quote by John Van Gogh. Thank you for your time.